you have a particular opinion about people who are doing this perhaps on like a low art kind of aspect of animation? Like I just yesterday, corresponding with a friend of mine, he sent me a link to this artist in Argentina who did his own stop motion animation doing graffiti on the street. And I bring this up because last year some of us had a musician who seemed to have a disdain almost for people who weren't using like the highest means available to him or them. So I was wondering if you had a particular opinion, like should people be aspiring to get to do it as an artist, or like is it, I don't know.
Hard to know without the example. I mean, what was it pornographic?
No, it wasn't pornographic. I mean, it was a little sexual at some points, but.
I mean, was it like graffiti in the sense of saying something political, or was it?
No, it was just street art.
Just street art.
He just basically made a stop motion animation of figures that continued one into the other.
So is it Italian?
Yeah, I feel like I've seen it. No, I didn't have any problem. That, and I think that you know, it's some people have the urge to make their drawings go for a walk, and some people want to just do one piece of graffiti and make that be the point. I mean, you know, there's some people who want to work with what do you call it, pinhole cameras. You know, can make a whole existence out of, you know, capturing some marginal side of life that wherever they aim it or something, but it's
it's a floating world, isn't it? In the context of whether it achieves what you think it should have achieved, or whether you think it should have been done at all. I mean, it's pretty relative. I mean, I want to be as liberal as possible about how I saw something.
And some people are better off not being trained, you know, not going to art school. I mean, we have more time for Sunday painters than maybe a classical, you know, being told, you know, in art school, like, here's a famous Cézanne painting. And maybe doesn't speak to me at all. Maybe this Sunday painter or the mad person who has to find an outlet and creates the most remarkable universe inside that schizophrenia is equally as valid, and it's probably a deeper portrait, maybe of a system or where he's ended up, or you know, and describe
how they define that existence.
Yes.
I mean, the mad artist Adolf Ruffli, who was incarcerated here in Switzerland,
in the same asylum as Robert Balzer.
Yeah, he was allotted 2 pencils a day by the staff.
We actually
created an astonishing array of work, and he wrote music in a notation. It's entirely unmusical, but madly musical.
But musicians have then looked at his scores and tried to
coerce them into a logical music, and of course they can. But
well, this doesn't sound, because apparently he'd roll up his paper and play it like a trumpet, you know, and then
you can imagine the sound effects he would.
Yeah, but we don't know. Nobody was there to record them, which was a great field recording and had at the time.